Hey everyone. So this is gonna suck. Okay, so this is probably the only video I'll ever make, and I feel it's one I should make. It will likely piss a lot of people off though, but with current global affairs and developments, I don't want to wait any longer. We just celebrated 250 years of our great nation's founding. However, our country currently is a bit sick. I fully believe that those who fund and place our leaders in power have made Trump their fall guy. Now, I'm not saying our president is without fault. I believe the opposite, actually. But he knows valuable info about the Epstein case. So, if we're to find a path forward, I believe he is needed as well. His family, no matter how much they have profited from the presidency, likely know valuable information as well. Now, my idea is that we impeach the president. I'm not like a political, legislative guy, but I just Googled something and it was like, it could be done via House majority vote, conviction, by a 2/3 supermajority in the Senate or something. And then, I also, while Googling, I found that the system can absorb this kind of cluster mess that we're in. And then grant the Trump family immunity in proportion to the amount of information they can provide regarding the Epstein case. This should extend out to all those who come forward, not to walk free, but we need to get the ball rolling somehow. Now, I realize this will likely create a power vacuum in our current government. Pam Bondi even said something similar. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Or maybe that was a rumor, but I'm suspecting that's probably the concern here. We can't void our democratic principles during this process. So I propose all those incriminated in the files are replaced by a party member of the same party. This would be temporary until those elected officials can find a new path forward for the American people. Then we can hold proper elections and move forward together as a new unified nation. I'm without proof, but I suspect this known power vacuum is the cause for the delay by the DOJ and other government agencies tasked with confronting the Epstein files and the powerful people on that list. This shouldn't be an excuse, however. Those elected to power were entrusted with that power by the people, and they deserve representatives that have their best interests in mind. The victims of this group also deserve peace, truth, and to see Lady Liberty unchained. We've allowed criminality to exist within the highest levels of government. Public trust in the system is non-existent, and I fear will usher in a dark age of American history if these problems are not addressed. We've lost trust globally as well with our allies, and those who wish us ill will see us undo ourselves. I believe in a path forward, one that will be certainly hard for many of us to go through, but I don't know another way, and there's certainly no easy path forward. Our current system and government is betting the rest of the world will bend the knee to the American empire. We're economically damaging our very allies who have stood by our sides for decades and centuries. Our enemies and our allies will grow desperate if this continues. We're already seeing this play out with Russia, Ukraine, and possibly Poland, China and Taiwan, Iran and Israel, and we've heard the president's desire to take over Greenland, and all of our past wars, invasions, and battles leads me to believe it's only a matter of time until that happens, or worse. We reach a global boiling point, and we all find ourselves in another world war. We don't need more bloodshed. We need grace and patience from the very countries we've been hurting. If we're to make it through this difficult period in our history, we have to lay down our swords. People are angry, struggling, and uncertain about the future. No amount of bombs or bullets will right our wrongs. China is a rising superpower that will surpass the United States. And if we're really so prideful that we'll go to war over losing that top spot, then maybe we really never understood the responsibility that came with that privilege. We should be working together with other nations, not condemning them for opposing political systems that rival our own. Invasions and land grabs are a result of dwindling resources, greed, and a want of power. This will only continue to worsen if we stay our current course, not just for the American people and our families, friends, loved ones, and those who are yet to be born, but everyone around the world as well. This may be a naive belief, but I believe that those who are responsible for our current woes still would like to have a world their kids and grandkids could live in peacefully. No one wishes for their very kids to be thrown into a pointless and avoidable war. However, if they do want that future, we the people who believe in the America we used to be and can still be, owe it to our neighbors to try and protect our fellow Americans from the very tyranny our founding fathers originally crossed the Atlantic Ocean for. Now, our nation is vast, strong, and has so many brilliant and kind minds. Our cities, people, cultures were a point of pride, not our main dividing force. We used to stand together as Americans and celebrated our differences because it's what made us stronger. Now we're led to believe that it's what's making us weaker. We can still find our way back. We're only divided if we allow it. For us to have a future as a nation, it's imperative we do so while we still can. If not for ourselves, we owe it to all those who come after us, and for all those who have stood by our sides, and for all those who still believe in our great nation. I love this country, the freedoms and liberties we all share, and the opportunities we have to grow as individuals and as a nation. The future is still unwritten, we are not too far gone, and there is hope for a better and brighter tomorrow. We simply have to have the courage to reach for it, and I know of no better nation to do so. Our nation was founded, built, maintained by millions of courageous men and women of the past and present. It's our turn to ensure future generations have the same opportunities. I messed that up. It's our turn to ensure future generations have the same opportunities that have been given to us. I believe we the people can ensure the next 250 years of our nation are not only possible, but that they can be prosperous for us all, not just a select few. I'm just one guy, but I believe it all remains possible. As long as we stand together, we can never be fully divided. I love you all. I wish you all nothing but the best for you and your families. And may we all find ourselves in a brighter tomorrow, free of our current tyranny. That's all I had written down. Yeah, I have one more thing. I guess this is directed towards Kash Patel, but you've mentioned like protecting victims of the Epstein list. My mom used to be a model, and she's been through a lot, and I've done a DNA test, and I threw the raw data into a website called Prometheus, and it was a site that gave you the full genetic breakdown of all your, genetic markers. And I have one that relates to a higher immunity to developing Kuru. And for those that don't know, Kuru is a disease that you can get from eating human flesh. It makes you go insane, and so many other terrible things. Now, to the best of my knowledge, none of the people in my family have participated in cannibalism, but I'm pretty sure we know the people that have. So I'm kind of asking you personally if I'm in the list. I would like to know personally. I feel like a fucking monster. I am not Jesus Christ. I'm not the fucking hero or fucking anything. In fact, I actually don't take care of myself at all. I fucking hate myself a lot of the time. My teeth are falling out. I don't eat. I'm like 110 pounds. And I tried to off myself a really long time ago. But I would like to know, just for me personally, my name's Andrew Sabota. It used to be Andrew Richard Peters, and it also used to be Andrew Richard Pennock, but now it's Andrew Richard Sabota. My family used to reside in Mississippi. I don't know too much else. But my biological dad, he is in prison and has been in prison my whole life. and there was a period when my mom and him had a custody battle or something, and he gained custody for about a week. And growing up, she always told me that when I came back from that week, I was completely different. So I don't really know how deep any of this goes. I'm just one guy and I want to know an answer. But yeah, that's about it. Sorry if this is weird. I don't really know what else to do. I should be working. I do need to go back to work, actually. I'm just doing Uber right now, but I don't know. I am pulling and praying for everyone. I still think and believe that change is possible and that something good could come from all of this. Our system is robust and strong, and I think we can do the really hard thing. We just gotta try. Yeah. And I don't know if I'm some Bambi thing or whatever, but I saw that too a lot. I posted a bunch of stuff these last couple weeks because I've been really fucking confused. But yeah, so Kash Patel, sir, if you could let me know, I guess. Is that a weird fucking thing to ask? Probably. And Mom, I'm sorry. I love you. Allie, I love you. Dad, I love you. And anyone else that has always been a supporter and a friend to me. Thank you. And hopefully I don't die after posting this. Later, guys.